Ти чекаєш, так? Привіт.
This is the story of a wild deer who came into her home in the most unexpected way. His name is Goroshok, and every day he comes to her home to play with the kids. When people hear we have a deer at home, they think I am joking or maybe even a little crazy. But Goroshok is truly part of our family. He loves spending time with my kids, especially when they include him in their games. If I can't find him, I know he is probably cuddled up with one of our dogs and cats. Every day, like clockwork, he waits by the door, hoping to come inside and check on us, his family. But things weren't always like this. When we first met Goroshok, he was a tiny, injured fawn we found in the forest. He was so small, the smallest I had ever seen. We knew something was wrong because mother deer almost never abandon their babies. We figured she was gone and that he had no chance of surviving on his own. So we brought him home. At first, we weren't sure if we could care for him properly, but we did everything we could. We researched, we learned, and we took turns feeding him, petting him, and making sure he was safe. Slowly, we watched him grow bigger and stronger. My kids adored him from the very start. They helped in every way they could, feeding him, playing with him, and just making him feel loved. Over time, Goroshok began to trust us. He let his guard down and showed us his gentle, loving nature. As he got healthier, we introduced him to the other animals in our home. He got along with everyone and seemed to grow happier each day. Of course, we knew we couldn't keep him inside forever, so we started taking him out to the garden. At first, he was unsure of the outside world, but slowly he adjusted. We lived near the woods, so we wondered if one day he would leave us and return to the wild. After all, he was much bigger by then, and it was always a possibility. But night after night, Goroshok kept coming back. He would stand by the door, waiting to come inside. That's when we realized he had chosen us as his family. He could leave anytime he wanted, but he stayed because he felt safe and loved here. Goroshok has always been friendly and affectionate. It's his way of saying, "You are my home, I love you," and we love him right back.
Ти з тою школою, в футбол зі мною грати треба.
Our lives have changed so much since we found Goroshok. He has taught us about love, trust, and the bond that can exist between humans and animals. He is not just a deer to us, he's family. If you enjoyed the story of Goroshok and his journey with our family, please like the video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel. If you're considering rescuing an animal, I strongly recommend researching how to care for them properly. Giving them love, care, and a safe home is essential to ensure they live a happy and healthy life.